Hi, my name is Kimberly Hitt. I am 35 years old. I was born and raised in the state of California. I grew up with a lot of God influence in my life. My grandmother on my dad's side was Baptist, and my grandmother on my mother's side was Catholic, and I knew of God, and I feared God, but I never really had a relationship with God. Inside of my home there was a lot of abuse and a lot of drug use and a lot of different things, and so early on in my adolescence I sort of took a left turn and went to the streets and was in and out of incarceration and a lot of different things. And it wasn't until I was about 25 that I really truthfully cried out to the Lord. I still remember it like it was yesterday. It wasn't some grand thing. It wasn't an altar call experience. It was in a motel room, and it was very raw, very real, just very different from what I knew as coming to the Lord. But I was in a desperate spot in my life, and I knew that if I didn't cry out to the Lord that I was going to die the way that I was. And so I reached out to Him and I prayed to Him the only way that I knew how to, which was from a very broken place. And about 2 weeks later, a gentleman met me in a motel room and preached the gospel to me. And he preached it in a way that he answered every single one of the prayers that I had prayed that night 2-3 weeks prior to that. And it was like heaven collided with my heart, and something happened inside that I can't really explain. It was like for the first time in my life, I knew that God heard me. I knew that He was real my whole life, but I felt like He heard me and He answered me. And 2 days later, I went to rehab, and that was 10 years ago in May. And now I have a really big heart for the hurting. I have a really big heart for the broken. I have a really big heart for the people that a lot of people just don't want to be bothered with. And I use my gifts and my talents, which are worship, to bring a song to people that are in a really broken spot. And I believe that worship is a powerful thing. Worship has gotten me through so many things in my life. Sleepless nights, nights where I cried myself to sleep, nights where I was happy, nights where I was sad, nights where I was confused, nights where I was conflicted. Whether it was a song that I was writing or a song that I heard on the radio, worship has always been my communication with God. And it's a really big honor and a really big blessing that I've been able to spend the last 4 to 5 years being able to use what God has given me as a release to pour into other people.
And the fear that gripped my heart is arrested, so that I can see you. So when I only see in part, I will prophesy your promise. I believe you.
What I look forward to in this next season of my life is just growing. I want to grow. I want to grow as a worship leader. I want to grow as a Christian artist. I want to grow and be able to lead better, more efficiently, to be able to disciple better. And I truly believe that this residency program will help me do that. I believe that there's a generation coming up, and these are super dark times, and worship is a big part of the key to freedom. And I just want to be a part of leaving something, a remnant, if you will, to this next generation when it comes to worship and when it comes to having a relationship with God. So you guys told me to show you what I got. What I got is a really messy past that God turned into a message, and I just want to continue to do His will and His work on this earth as long as I am here. God bless you.